Hallelujah. Slavityaho. Christ is born. Let us glorify him. Hope everyone's doing well this day. Very cold winter day here in Saskatchewan. And it's going to get colder yet. But that's winter for us. You know, many of you might know if you've been listening to my podcasts here and then when I used to do it on Facebook that I'm a big sports fan, and especially team sports, football, baseball, hockey, basketball. I watch just about anything. And the reason I like sports so much is because, there's many reasons, but just so I see the teamwork when a team works together well and they can win games, they can win championships. And then, of course, coach has a lot to do with it as well. But they have to work together. They have to work in unison with one another, not against one another. And then when the teams that work the best together, usually more often than not win. When they each use their skills, each use their individual efforts and their God-given gifts to help their teammates succeed in life in their individual sports. But we can use that same analogy for our church. Churches only work well when all the people work together as they should. Just like if a sports team doesn't work together and each individual tries to do their own thing, most often they're going to fail and fail miserably. And it's the same thing in our church communities. If each person thinks that they are better than anyone else and do their own, don't work as a team, don't work as a community, then most often they're going to fail. The church is going to fail. And of course, it takes the leadership of the priest, just like a coach in a sports team, to get everyone together, to get all the egos in one place, because everyone has their own ego, their own thoughts, their own sometimes selfish ideas. And it's pretty much the same in the church. In the church environment, everyone has their own ideas. Everyone has their own ways of thinking about God and what's the best thing to do. And it takes, just like a sports team, it takes humility. You have to be humble and listen to your coach. It's like in the church, you have to listen to your priest. And again, the churches that succeed are the churches that, the individuals put their pride aside, put their selfishness away, and say, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help in that church environment. Just like a sports team, you got to do whatever you can to win. And of course, the goal of the church is not to win, championships, to win games. The goal of the church is to, help each other be more loving, be more forgiving, be more caring for one another, and to help one another become better followers of Christ, to become better Christians, so that we can eventually gain the eternal kingdom of heaven. So that's the goal of the church compared to the goal of a sports team. But again, there's very, very similar approaches that you would take. We have to overcome adversity. This like in a sports team, you have to overcome the other team and their ways of doing things. And this in life, in a religious life, we have to overcome the devil. We have to overcome sin, to overcome people who um, don't believe in God. We have to overcome non-believers, and the world is full of non-believers today. The world is full of pagans who live their own way of life, who are very, very selfish in what they do, and who are just living for themselves. You know, someone who is very uncaring about anyone else, very, very um, who live for their own needs and don't care about anyone else. It playing a team that um, that is very selfish. When the sports teams that again win are going to be doing everything that the coach asks them to do, and those that are not, listening to the coach are usually going to fail miserably. They're not going to be on the same page. They're not going to be on the same way of thinking. And unfortunately, that's the way the world is right now. The world is very much like that in this today's world. And as Christians, we have the opportunity to show the light of Christ to others. As Christians, we have the opportunity to show that it's not just about us. It's about caring for others. It's about forgiveness. It's about love. And so many relationships are broken. We have so many broken relationships in our world today. We have so many people, brokenness. Brokenness is the theme of the world. So many broken people because they don't know how to um, they don't know how to give give up to others and to share their experiences with others. They just want to do their own thing, live their own life and not be able to live with others, not be able to be part of that team. And it's really sad. It's really, really sad when you look at this world today. No, we're all broken in some way. Some of us have had failed relationships. Some of us have had failed, jobs or marriages or whatever it may be. And usually it's because we don't, we are not humble enough. We are not able to give in, to be part of that team, to use our skills the best we can to help a relationship succeed. And that's exactly as it is, in a losing football team. They're not able to work as a team. And in a church environment, a relationship environment, that could be very troubling. if we don't work as part of a team. So this want to share some of my views and pray for one another, be good to one another, and you know love each other as best we can.